Hey guys.
And he's going to be bringing us his current iteration of Monarchs. He's going to go over a lot of explaining about what he prefers in his deck, like tech choices and stuff, and his version of the deck. So let's let JP go straight into it.
Alright, and yeah guys, I just wanted to say, like, I'm not playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore, so this will probably be like one of my last videos on here for a while. I kind of like left the channel, so to say. I just want to focus on playing competitively right now, so. But I know that some of you wanted to see my updated profile, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you the obvious stuff, 3A through 3 Erebus. I'm not going to talk about that too much. And then 2 Karaz. I like 2. Just in case you guys don't know, I'm playing the pure build, but I'll get into more about that here in a minute. But a lot of pure players play 1. But I like 2 just because right now you want to always have 1 in deck because Pepe's playing Eccentric Archfiends to out-domain. So, like, being able to, like, after they activate and resolve...
they want their Ignisters, man.
Yeah, like, after they, like, activate Archfiend before they get effect, you just Aether Effect, summon this, pop it, and it's... They really don't have a lot of comebacks after that. 1 Majesty, just because I'm going to a regional this weekend, and with Premium Gold coming out, I expect there to be a lot of Cosmos, so just one of those. And then, like I said, I am playing Pure, so I'm playing 3 Adia, 3 Eidos. I don't like the Quantums, because if you're playing the Quantum Engine, you have to, like, cut down on, like, these guys, which you really don't want to do, because in the mirror match, like, you need to be able to recycle your resources. So, like, you really just need to always have access to him, and like I hate drawing into this guy, but you really do need to play 3 just so you can have it in graveyard to banish a special summon. And
but the Super Quantum Engine still is a good option for the deck, though.
Yeah, it's a good option. I actually really like the. If I was going to play Super Quantums, I'd just play 3 reds and no E-Tellies, no blue, just because it just takes up too much space.
I can see that.
And red does the same thing, and like red recycles itself too, so. And like, you can, like, if you play smart, like, you can play around Valor, so you don't really have to worry about that. You just summon him, like, after you've already got a Monarch on board, and then by then it doesn't matter if they Valor you or not, so, yeah. On to the spells, the obvious stuff, 3 Pantheism, 3 Tenacity, 3 Stormforth, 3 Domains,
because we can still play 3, unlike the OCG.
OCG just got wrecked. This is where my build goes a little in the opposite direction, or not really opposite, but it's different. I'm playing 3 chicken games and 3 terraformings. I'm not playing Upstart because in theory Upstart does sound really cool because you can make your deck essentially a 31 card deck, but to play Upstart I would have to cut other things like Rhoda and 1-for-1 and Majesties and stuff, but like I already said that, you know, I want the Majesty for the regional just for this weekend, and I found that if I tried to squeeze in like other cards, like cutting the Majesty, which would mean that I'm only playing 8 Monarchs, which would drop my percentage of opening a Monarch from 81% now to 75 or 76% in a 5-card opening hand, and if I ended up cutting Rhoda or 1-for-1, it would mean that, like as of right now, since I play 3 Adia, Rhoda, and 1-for-1, it means that I have a 57% chance of opening with an Adia turn 1 and a 5-card opening hand, which is really, really good, because, like, in Monarchs you Brit by not opening with a Monarch or an Adia, so I just thought that playing Upstarts was more than really what it's worth, and, like, I like these, like, a 3-and-3 ratio better instead of like playing 2-and-2 and then finding room for Upstarts, because like Chicken Game is an inherent +1 because like you search it off terraforming and that's 1 card that you've dug through your deck, and then you activate this and then you pay 1,000 draw 1. That's 2 cards for 1 card, if that makes sense. So it's all about deck thinning and getting to your cards.
Something I'd like to ask personally, like, have you considered running Pseudospace to help with the Chicken Games?
I have, but the deck, there's just not a lot of room. I mean,
yeah, I could see
I already just play terraforming, so I mean, I figured it's good enough as it is. I mean, there's just not enough room. I mean, if I did have the room, I'd probably throw in the Upstarts and then maybe after that throw in Pseudospace.
I was just wondering if that was like something you considered.
No, I mean, I have. I've given this deck a lot of thought, and I mean, it's still by no means perfect. So I'm gonna like be getting into like a lot of changes probably before this regional this weekend in Knoxville. So, but yeah, like I said, 5 copies of Adia right here, and then I play Foolish. A lot of people don't play Foolish because I really don't know why. This card's god in this deck. Because like it's a Rhoda for Erebus. It sets up your Adia plays. Like you can Foolish Adia, add back a banished card. You can Foolish your Eidos. It's such a high utility card. Like you need to play it, in my opinion.
Definitely a good playmaker.
Yeah, I mean it really is, and it's just I don't know. I have a love relationship with this card. So, and then One Return. It's a good card. It's really cool. It's really cool because you can avoid Solemn Strike. But since I'm not playing Quantums, I really don't see the point in playing 3 of it, or like, and I don't want to play 2 just because like I feel like everything in this deck's either a 3 or a 1 of, so you can just like banish Pantheism to reveal 3, or after that it's just 1. 1's fine. So, and you can always recycle it if you need to. So that's all my spells. For the traps, 2 primes and an escalation. The escalation's my newest addition because I just want to be able to interact with my opponent on their turn. Like if against Pepe, if they activate its Central Card Screen and you escalation for Erebus and then shuffle it back, it just wins you the game.
Yeah, because I know before you weren't running the escalation in.
Yeah, like I really I was honestly like playing 1 Solemn Strike or not Solemn Strike, Solemn Scolding in the main. But I cut it for this, so it is what it is. I just didn't want to play like 2 Solemn Scoldings and not. I just didn't want to like play 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just thought it was odd. And then I'll just show you guys my side deck too.
It's probably not going to be final though.
It's not, but I really like the direction it's going in. I play a lot of hand traps actually. 2 Veilers because these are really good against Pepe if you go, or Draco Pals if you go second. Maxis. This is actually just a guess thing because I normally wouldn't play this card, but I really feel like Burning Abyss this weekend with Beatrice coming out is going to be like really prominent. So
you ain't going to worry about Beatrice though, because I mean it's not going to be out.
No, it comes out Friday, doesn't it?
The 18th, whenever that is.
Yeah, it comes out the 18th. So.
Well, just ignore my rambling then.
So yeah, I wanted this in there, and it's also pretty decent against Phantom Knights. So I felt like it was worth the space just to play 2 of 2 Trap Eaters because
that's interesting.
Yeah, because there's something on the sleeve. Because you like against Pepe if they're playing if they make the Armageddon Knight and they end up going into Master Key Beetle and then activate its effect on Massacre Restrict, you can't out it, and this sends to the graveyard, so it's a really important card to side against Pepe.
Need to hurry up, there's not much time left on it.
Alright. 3 Twin Twisters. And for the mirror match, I played 2 Breakthrough Skill and 2 Curse Seal.
That's awesome tech right there.
Yeah, you
love that card.
Hit the Stormforth, you win. And then against the mirror match, this is really cool because you can hit their cards on their turn and then like also on their 8th on your turn. And then lastly, 2 Scoldings. So.
Alright. Something I want to ask right quick before we end this video off is, with all those hand traps, have you noticed going in game 2, has it like hurt you a lot? Or
no, because like if I'm going against Pepe, game 2, like I'm usually like if I'm going to go second, or if I know I'm going to go second, like I usually just side in that. And then like if I'm going against Mermels, like that's what I'll side in.
Alright.
Like,
that's just something I was wondering.
It's just more or less just like trying to like not side in too many cards.
Alright.
So try to keep it as simple as possible.
Alright guys, well that was JP's Monarch deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, saw all the new updates that he's made to it.
Yep.
And TheLocalScrubs signing up. See you guys in the next one.
See ya.